A Wrestling Christmas Miracle was released in 2020. This is directed by Chris T. Anthony and it's written by Kendall Vecchio, Buddy Fitzpatrick, and Dylan Blanc. We have a cast including Mario Del Vecchio, Buddy Fitzpatrick, Julie McCullough, Candy Fox, and various others. And in general, it's not a great film. It feels like a passion project, which it's not necessarily a criticism. It feels like a passion project that was created solely for the people creating the film rather than for an audience. There are some positive things about it, and I will mention those in a moment, but I don't think it delivers. This is about an 11-year-old boy. He is a young wrestler, and he wants to make a Christmas film to hopefully try and make his friend wake up. His friend is in a coma. And credit for being creative. That's certainly a concept that I have never seen before. It's definitely a little different. It feels a little ridiculous, to be honest. It feels like it wasn't very well thought out. It also feels like maybe with the whole coma aspect, they were trying to make it emotional, but that never really happened. Also, there's not a lot of wrestling in this, which I personally don't mind because I'm not really a fan of wrestling. I watch this because of the Christmas aspect, not the wrestling aspect. But obviously, if you're going into this expecting a film with a lot of wrestling, you're going to be quite disappointed. And in my opinion, the wrestling aspect doesn't even need to be there, which also makes me feel like it's more of a passion project than a film created for an audience because, and I'm just speculating here, but it feels like maybe people involved were passionate about wrestling. They wanted to make a film that involved wrestling, but it doesn't really work. We have some okay performances. We have some not so great performances, but nothing about this was unwatchable, I guess. It's also not a festive film. It's not a very Christmassy film at all. We have some nice decorations and Santa hats, but it's not the most Christmassy film. So if you're looking for a film to get you into the Christmas spirit, I don't think this is going to do that either. We have some nice camera work. We have some nice lighting. Credit where it's due. I guess those aspects are fine. I would say it is a watchable film in the sense that apart from some acting not being great, there's nothing about it that's unwatchable. But there's just nothing about it that's very well done. Again, maybe some okay camera work and lighting, some okay performances, but that's not enough to save the film. Also, I don't know which audience this is meant to be aimed at because I don't think children will enjoy this. I don't think it's engaging for younger viewers at all. But I don't think there's enough there for older viewers to really care about it either, which again makes it feel more like a passion project. And if that's the case, that's fair enough. People are allowed to create films for needs and desires rather than for an audience. That's absolutely acceptable. But obviously, then that comes with the risk of there not really being a big audience for it. And I feel like that's what's happened here. Do I recommend it? Maybe if you want something to put on in the background while you're doing other things, it could be okay for that because, as I said, it's not really annoying or irritating. It's just not a very good experience either. But if you're looking for a film to enjoy, a narrative to follow, characters to like, I don't dislike the characters, but they're not interesting. There's nothing about them that's particularly fascinating. Then I'd say there are many other Christmas films I'd recommend before this one. It's not really a great film. I do feel like it was more of a passion project, which again, is absolutely allowed to be a thing, but unfortunately that means that it's just not an enjoyable experience for me as a viewer.